Hello, hello. So, welcome. Hello, February. So, today. I know the time is different. I am now broadcasting a little later, and it is beginning at 12:35. So, I am really just, I need to center really quickly. Breaths. And all right, now, hello. Welcome to Me Time with Mind Escape Vibe, where it is your time to be kind to your mind. My name is Renee, and I am so glad to be here today. So, we are in February, and we're still in Q1, in the first quarter of the year, the first 3 months of the year. So, hello, Ebony, hello. You know what? I'm about to just stop for a second and do a quick little dance, because that means I don't have it set to only me, because I just saw a comment. January was a trial run. So we are still in the permission to put you first. And that is what our theme for the first quarter for January, February, and March. But the topic for February is speaking it into existence. Did you hear me? Speaking it into existence. Let's start manifesting, y'all. Let's get with it. So that will be our center of our topic for this month. So let me get to the good part. The cards. I'm so excited. So I tried to shuffle them up before, but you know, I am just going to give it a whirl here. Y'all ready for this one? I am a work in progress. The cards, I know I'm a work in progress. If you're a work in progress, drop me too in the comments, because I know for sure I am a work in progress. And it is morning, afternoon, and evening breath work. Deep breathing, some inhales, some exhales. So I'm going to do the afternoon. It's 2 inhales, 2 exhales, and we're going to sigh. So let's do another one. Inhale. Now exhale. All right. I love the breaths. You know, y'all know that's my thing. It gets me centered. It gets me ready to go. So what do I have for you today? You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about my experience this past Saturday. Diviinescense. This is another wellness vendor here in the Tampa area. She came to my home, and I had a energy healing experience. And I want to talk about it. Because some folks may be like, energy healing, girl, you can't be messing with God like that. No, I wasn't messing with the Lord. He's my best friend. Okay. So no, I was not. But let's talk about what this energy healing is, and let's approach it with an open mind. So first of all, let me talk about the young lady. Oh my gosh. Is that April? Oh, hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I got to stay focused, but I can't. I got to just stop for a second and say, what's up, April? Hello, baby. How you doing? So I got to get back on it, April. Now, you know, I got to stay on it because I only got 30 minutes. But I'm so glad to see you on the broadcast. I'm so glad to see you on. So her name is Diviinescense. Check her out. Okay, she has an Instagram page. I believe she has a Facebook as well, and I can post her information on my page. This young lady is a clinical aromatherapist. She's also a master Reiki practitioner. So what's that? You know, what is Reiki? What is that? Well, it's something that's ancient. It's an older practice that does energy healing, and it's a way of healing the body. It's something that's very common, not westernized, but it's not on the Western medicine, but it is something that's very common. And what I liked about the practice of her energy healing is I was honest. So let me just tell y'all the truth. Okay. The truth is I wake up with self-doubt sometimes, and I want to get past that. Now I know doubt is going to happen. Okay. But I have to lean in on faith, right? To get past that. And I wanted to clear that energy. I wanted to clear those blockages, because sometimes, and I know I'm not the only one, and I know this is a safe space, right? I'm not the only one to get in my own way. I get in my own way. Y'all get in y'all own way? If that's true, drop in the comments. Me too. Me too. Sometimes we just get in our own way. And I found myself getting in my own way so much that I was just having these conversations of why I couldn't do something, which really is a form of procrastination for me, because every time I'm convinced that I can't do something, I want to put a shit down the list. Now, even though it's a priority, and I don't want to do that. So she came in, and she brought in a table, like a massage table, and she put on some great music. She had some crystals. She also makes incense, and I don't have any over here, but they are beautiful. They are the best fragrances. Keon loved it as well. She was all on it. Mom, get me some. So we bought incense as well, and it was okay. It was Florida cold that day. Y'all know I'm in Florida, and I hate to say it was cold, because my sister's on here and she's gonna be like, girl, be quiet, because you don't really know what cold is since you've been down there in Florida. So now I'm calling it Florida cold, because it was cold that day for me. And so what I did, I was on the table. She was playing the music. She was actually scanning my body, and it was areas of my body where the heat was generating. But let me tell y'all something. I was freezing, but the areas on my body there, you could feel like the energy. And what she was doing was kind of neutralizing that energy and just helping me to get past certain blockages. Now, it is a process. I don't know all of her process. I'm definitely going to have to reach out to her and do a paid interview with her, because she has to come on here and explain it herself. But let me tell you what it did for me. Okay. So first of all, it was the music. The music that was playing, the artist, that's a better term. My brain was thinking too fast. The artist was beautiful chorus. And the song that was playing was I Release. And I was really focusing on trying to release. I'm closing my eyes because I can still picture the situation, picture being in the room with her. But I was trying to release that fear and release what was holding me back. So sometimes, for me, I'm going to speak for me, but you can definitely drop your questions and your thoughts in the comments and I can read them for you. But for me, that was really important. It was important because this is so new for me. Okay, this is so new for me. And occasionally I'm like, Nabu, can you really do this? Even though my gut and my tells me, yes, this is what you're supposed to be doing. So I was trying to release those thoughts that was holding me back. And what I wanted to absorb is knowing that I can. Okay, knowing that I can. Now, of course, that absorption is definitely derived from faith. Okay, sometimes I've experienced this, and I'm saying sometimes but I need to just speak for myself. I mean, drop it in the comments if it's relatable for you. Sometimes I have faith when things are going good, and my faith dwindles when things are not as I think they should be, or I'm doubting myself, or something like that. And I wanted to get to a place where it's okay to have self-doubt, but I know how to bounce right back. I know what to tap into to really focus myself, okay? And to know that it's possible and that I can do it, okay? And at that point, I just started the thoughts were just coming and going. And there's a lot of healing that has to happen there. I could get into that, but it's a lot of inner healing that has to happen. And I have to continue to appreciate the person that I'm becoming, knowing that I am a work in progress and that healing is not always comfortable. Did I just say something good there? Okay, so that is what I was working on. And the young lady, Divine, what she was encouraging me to do was to use my voice and to know that it's possible and to remind me that I can. Okay, and that it's okay. It's okay. This is what you're here for. And what I wanted to happen when I walked away from that session was a better understanding of how I can go into my inner self and get past that barrier that's holding me back from doing what I need to do. Okay. So that experience for me, I really like the experience. I enjoyed the experience because I really feel like I want to speak it into existence. I want to be able to speak it into existence in a way that I know it's going to happen without saying, oh, I'm saying this, but I'm not real sure. No, I want to say it and know it. And thank God in advance for letting it happen. And that was really important for me to get from the session. I do have one question really quick. Can anybody hear my dog snoring over here? Okay, because I can hear her. She's so loud. And I'm like, what is going on? So, but that's really what I wanted. That's the outcome I was seeking. Now, how does it relate to the February theme? Oh, thanks, Eb. Speaking it into existence. Well, it relates to that theme because we have to have faith and manifest and speak it out loud, touch and agree so that it'll happen. Okay. And I created our free download, the digital download this month is 3 different downloads. The first week is financial abundance. The second week is nutrition and gentle movement. The third week, it is body positivity. The fourth week, it is positive thinking, especially as in a sense of reflection. Because sometimes when we reflect, it's not always a positive outcome, the thoughts that's running through the mind. You know, sometimes I know my naysayer, she be all over it. She be like, girl, let me tell you, she be trying to be all over it. So, and that's really what I wanted to come to terms with because I ran into some self-doubt, and it was hitting me at all angles. And I wanted to figure out how to get past that. And I wanted to have an open mind and tap into other avenues to help me get past that blockage. And Diviinescense, I really enjoyed the session. I enjoyed our conversation, and I enjoyed the outcome because it opened my mind more to the possibilities and what I can manifest in my life. Okay, if that makes sense. And that is the gift that keeps on giving, because every day I wake up with a new energy, a new focus. And even if a thought creeps across my mind and maybe not, I just refocus my energy and say, hey, you got this, keep going. You got this, keep going. And I think that's really important, especially because I am a work in progress. Being a work in progress means that you have to have some reminders. You got to have some quality checks. I like to say in my last reel, I said, let's normalize taking inventory of our self-love kit. My session with her was me taking inventory of my kit and figuring out what else I needed to tap into to get past the blockages that I was facing, to go to the next step in my business, to go to the next step in my relationships with my grown children, to go to that next relationship with my relationship with family and friends. I wanted to be able to move forward in a positive way and see myself in a positive way, and also give myself the grace of if I stumble, if it don't work out quite the way I thought it would, if I don't do it everything I need to do that same day, that it's okay, because I don't want to procrastinate because I'm afraid. And that is really the important part of what I got from her session, and having that experience with her and opening my mind. So when you think about where you are and what you want, maybe my story will help you. It'll be an encouraging story for you. Maybe not. Maybe you're like, but either way, I'm still going to root for you, because my dad said it to me the entire time I was a kid. I didn't appreciate it as a teenager as much. My younger sister is on the call too, so I'm sure he said it on this live too, so I'm sure she knows what I'm going to say. But my dad used to say, believe in something or fall for anything. And I think he used to say that to me at least once a week. And when I was a teenager, I didn't appreciate it as much as I appreciate it now in my adulthood, because I want to believe in what I can accomplish and who I am and what's possible. And I hope that that's something that this story and these lives and anything that you're doing, speaking it into existence, does for you. Okay. So the other piece that I want to read, I have to get it together here. It's the mouse. It's not me. It's not me. So today is Thursday. Let me read what is on the calendar for today. Thursdays of the 28 days of speaking it into existence. And if it resonates with you, say yes. I invest in my future by not spending on unnecessary things. So let me just talk about what that means for me. Investing in my future, what I want to do, especially as I build mind. I see mind as Mind Escape Vibe as it's my new baby. I spend a lot of time with this baby, nurturing this baby and all of these things. But there are things that I had to let go to invest in this business and to invest in myself. Going back to school to learn more about positive psychology, my self-awareness training, going back to taking a certificate course at Yale to learn more about emotional intelligence. So I had to let go of those things that I call them pleasures. I let some of those pleasures go so I can invest in that. And on the calendar for today, I invest in my future by not spending on unnecessary things. If you want to invest in yourself and it's something that you want, maybe that speaks to you. Maybe that I am not a financial advisor. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how to invest your money, how to spend your money, and tell you not to spend your money. I'm also not going to sit here and tell you, you got to do this, you got to ABC. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to speak from my experience. And investing in Mind Escape Vibe and coming to this point, I did have to let some things go so I could get here to this point. So I hope that speaks to you from the calendar as well. So I do want to talk about some upcoming events and PAVE interviews. For those that aren't familiar, PAVE is the theme for 2023. It is P, permission to put you first. A is the ability to do so without guilt or shame. B is value yourself with soul work, your mind and your body with soul work. And E is encourage the balancing of your skills with goal setting. And so as part of this initiative, I've asked some dynamic women to interview with me every month. And February interviewees are two ladies, actually. One is a great friend of mine. Her name is Jorel, and she is just an awesome all-around chick. And she talks about, in her interview, rediscovering herself because she's transitioned to a parental consultant. The second young lady that I will interview this month and drop later in the month is Danielle. Dare Me Danielle. She's a certified nutritionist, and she is just a great person. And she talks about, she's going to be talking about nutrition and how it affected her life and what made her get into that. And her goal is to work with corporate women in corporate America, so that they can prioritize their nutrition to have those better outcomes, from health, skin, to attitude, and all different types of things that can be a positive outcome in our lives. So those interviews, Jarrell's interview, I believe it's going to drop next week. Don't quote me on that. I do next Thursday. I don't have my schedule calendar in front of me, so I'm sorry. And Danielle's is I think it's the last Thursday of the month. Next time I'll make sure I write those dates down so I'm more prepared. The interviews are quite long. Jarrell's interview is 40 minutes. It will be on my YouTube channel, the Me Time channel, but I also think I'm going to drop it on a podcast as well, so you can listen to it sporadically. But the reason that I mention both ladies and those interviews is Jarrell talks about some great things and what she had to work on and what she is continuing to work on to find herself. And I think that's very relatable, because whether you're a mom, an auntie, a grandma, whatever your case may be, whatever your role is, and we carry many, okay, as things change, people get older, children get older, they become adults, okay, things change. And that is an opportunity to really find yourself and to find what works well for you. So I love what the gems that JoJo drops in that interview, and I can't wait for it to broadcast. The meditation that is not up yet on my YouTube channel. It is a smiling practice. Smiling is a great way to reframe a thought, okay? And just think about that. Laughter. You can be angry, but you see something that's funny and it changes the whole mood. So I'm going to drop a smiling meditation today on the YouTube channel. And the other piece is, what am I forgetting? The workshop. The workshop at the end of the month on February 25th. My workshop is the Permission to Put You First workshop, self-love workshop. And please go on Eventbrite and get your ticket today. Get your ticket today. You don't want to miss this workshop. We're going to have a good time, because we're going to define what a few things mean to us in that workshop. And I don't want to really give it away. But I do want to encourage you to get your tickets. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. As I leave today, and we come to an end, this time goes really fast, man. Let me tell you. I want to reflect again on I am a work in progress. So if you're willing and if you're able, could you drop in the comments what that means for you? What does that mean for you? When you hear that, what does that mean? We all have things that we need to work on. So, but what does that mean when you hear I am a work in progress? Do you feel some kind of way? Does it make you happy? Are you proud to be a work in progress? I'm proud to be a work in progress. I am proud. I'm proud to be to have the opportunity to seek out and do something different, to move past blockages, to have the opportunity to say, wow, this is how I used to do it, but I don't do it like that anymore. Some may call that growth, depending on who you talk to. So I am so happy that I was able to hop on today. I'm definitely, I have to stop saying so much, but I'm happy to be on today. And thank you so much for listening, stopping by, saying hello. Ebony, thank you so much for hopping on. April, thank you so much for that. Hey, Renee. And for those that listen later, I hope this helps you. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop me a DM. And I will see you next Thursday. And guess what? It won't be on Only Me, because I can see comments now. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And just remember, this is your time to be kind to your mind. You have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week, and welcome February. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Have a great day.